All right, Patriots fans, let's dive into what's shaping up to be an intriguing matchup this weekend, because things are heating up in New England and there's plenty to unpack. The Atlanta Falcons, at first glance, might seem like a formidable opponent. Their stats look solid on paper. They've been impressive in certain areas, and some of their defensive numbers are definitely attention-grabbing. For example, they rank near the top of the league in passing yards allowed, which would suggest a stout secondary that could give any quarterback trouble. On the surface, you might think that facing them on the field would be intimidating, especially for a team looking to maintain its momentum. But as always, the numbers only tell part of the story, and when you dig deeper into recent performances, some cracks begin to show that could play right into the Patriots' hands. Let's start with their secondary, which, yes, has had some bright moments this season. Players like Mike Hughes and A.J. Terrell have shown the ability to cover receivers effectively, and rookie additions have brought fresh energy. On paper, it looks like one of the league's stronger units, but if you look at their recent games, the picture changes dramatically. They've struggled against more precise and opportunistic offenses, especially in situations where mistakes can't be hidden. Coverage busts have started to appear with increasing frequency, and that's been costly. The Falcons' losses, particularly against teams that the Patriots have already faced or dominated earlier in the season, highlight the inconsistency that has crept into their defensive play. Games against the Dolphins and Panthers expose vulnerabilities that weren't as apparent when facing less precise quarterbacks. Those breakdowns in coverage, combined with an underwhelming pass rush, make them less intimidating than the raw stats might suggest. Offensively, the Falcons are a mixed bag as well. Bijan Robinson, now entering his third season, has been explosive at times, carving up defenses with his running ability. There's no question he can be a game changer when he's at his best, and his performances have directly correlated with some of Atlanta's most convincing victories. Against Minnesota, he put up impressive numbers on the ground, and, similarly, against Washington and Buffalo, his rushing attack made a significant difference. But the problem lies in consistency. In some matchups, particularly against teams that can control the line of scrimmage or force turnovers, he hasn't been able to replicate that success. This up-and-down pattern is a concern for the Falcons and a potential advantage for the Patriots, who boast a defensive line that has been dominant against the run this season. New England's defensive front has improved dramatically compared to last year. The interior defensive line, led by players like Milton Williams and Christian Barmore, has become one of the more formidable units in the league. They've consistently shut down rushing attempts, forcing offenses to rely on passing plays under pressure, which is exactly where the Patriots' secondary thrives. On top of that, the Patriots have faced solid running backs in previous weeks and have managed to contain them effectively. So, the challenge for Atlanta is not trivial. They will be facing a defense that combines discipline, experience, and the kind of relentless pressure that can disrupt timing and rhythm for any quarterback. The Patriots' ability to collapse the pocket, close running lanes, and force errors will be crucial in controlling this game from the outset. Returning to Atlanta's defense, there's a deeper issue beyond the secondary. Injuries have played a significant role in their decline. Key players like Jesse Bates and Billy Bowman Jr. have been limited in practice or have missed recent games entirely. Their absence leaves holes in the coverage that the Patriots' offense could exploit, especially if wide receivers are able to find mismatches or create space in the intermediate field. The trend is concerning because it shows a team struggling to maintain cohesion week after week. While the Falcons have had moments of brilliance, the downward trajectory over the past few contests is hard to ignore. For the Patriots, that represents an opportunity, a chance to capitalize on weaknesses and establish dominance early. Now, offensively for New England, the picture looks encouraging. The team has shown the ability to adapt and overcome challenges, balancing the run and the pass in ways that keep defenses guessing. The offensive line has improved, the quarterback is making better reads, and the playmakers are starting to find consistency in the end zone. When you combine that with Atlanta's declining defensive performance, it paints a scenario where the Patriots could control the tempo of the game, dictate key matchups, and create big plays that swing momentum in their favor. The Falcons' inconsistency means that if New England executes their game plan effectively, they could exploit mismatches both in the passing game and on the ground. Analyzing the Falcons' schedule further, the trend becomes even more apparent. Wins against teams like Buffalo highlight their potential, but blowout losses against Carolina and Miami expose the fragility in their system. These are not just minor setbacks. They demonstrate a pattern of collapse under pressure or when facing disciplined, well-prepared opponents. For the Patriots, who have shown precision in both offensive and defensive execution, this inconsistency is an opening. The Falcons are capable of flashes of brilliance, but their inability to sustain performance consistently makes them vulnerable to a team like New England, especially at home where the crowd and environment amplify the pressure. Another critical factor to consider is the Falcons' pass rush. Early in the season, it showed promise, but recent games have highlighted a lack of consistent pressure on the quarterback. When a defensive line fails to generate consistent sacks or hurried throws, it places even more pressure on a secondary that has already been exposed. For the Patriots, this is excellent news, as it allows the quarterback extra time to read the defense, target open receivers, and exploit zones that are typically vulnerable under pressure. Combined with a disciplined rushing attack and offensive versatility, New England is positioned to take advantage of these defensive lapses and control key moments throughout the game. Finally, it's worth noting how trades and roster moves factor into the Patriots' current setup. Recent acquisitions and roster adjustments have been strategic, aimed at filling gaps and enhancing depth. Moving on from certain players has allowed New England to invest in positions that need reinforcement, particularly in the defensive secondary and on the edge. While some fans might question the immediate impact of these moves, the long-term planning reflects a commitment to a balanced, adaptable squad capable of adjusting to different in-game scenarios. These strategic choices, combined with the team's current form, suggest a Patriot squad that is prepared to take advantage of every weakness presented by an inconsistent Falcons team. All of these factors together point to a game that could tilt heavily in New England's favor. Atlanta's defensive shortcomings, inconsistent rushing offense, and vulnerabilities in key positions contrast sharply with the Patriots' improving offensive efficiency, disciplined defensive line, and adaptable strategies. The stage is set for the Patriots to potentially dominate from the first snap, exploiting mismatches and weaknesses while maintaining control over tempo and field position. Fans can expect a high-intensity matchup where preparation, execution, and attention to detail will define the outcome. This sets the scene for an exciting weekend in Foxboro, where the Patriots have every opportunity to showcase why they are emerging as one of the most balanced and formidable teams in the league. The combination of strategic planning, player development, and opportunistic exploitation of opponent weaknesses could lead to a performance that not only secures a victory, but sends a strong message to the rest of the league about New England's capabilities. With the Falcons showing cracks defensively, key injuries affecting coverage, and inconsistent performances from their running game, the Patriots have the tools to assert dominance and control the narrative from start to finish. This narrative lays the foundation for a thrilling matchup, where the Patriots' ability to maintain focus, execute their game plan, and exploit opponent weaknesses will be put to the ultimate test. Fans should anticipate a game where strategic adjustments, on-field execution, and opportunistic playmaking combine to create a scenario that heavily favors New England. The potential for a commanding performance exists, and the pieces are in place for the Patriots to assert their presence and demonstrate why they are a team to be feared on both sides of the ball. The atmosphere in Foxboro will play its role as well, amplifying the pressure on the Falcons while energizing the Patriots roster. When you factor in the inconsistencies in Atlanta's defense and the potential for the Patriots to establish an early lead, the environment becomes another advantage for the home team. This game is shaping up to be not just a test of talent, but a demonstration of preparation, adaptability, and execution under pressure, with New England holding the upper hand in multiple key areas that could define the outcome. The stakes are clear, and the opportunity is significant. With the Falcons trending downward defensively, a key running back who fluctuates in performance, and a pass rush that has lost some of its bite, the Patriots have multiple avenues to exploit. From strategic defensive positioning to precision offensive execution, New England is equipped to capitalize on every opportunity presented. The potential for a decisive performance is real, and all signs point to a game where the Patriots can dictate terms and control momentum from the opening whistle. The matchup is poised to be a showcase of New England's growing dominance, where preparation, player execution, and tactical advantage converge. With the Falcons' vulnerabilities laid bare, the Patriots are positioned to impose their style, control key aspects of play, and potentially deliver a performance that underscores their strength and cohesion as a unit. Fans in Foxboro should be ready for an intense contest where the Patriots' advantages could turn into a statement victory, setting the tone for the remainder of the season. This is shaping up to be more than just a game. It is an opportunity for the Patriots to demonstrate tactical superiority, exploit opponent weaknesses, and continue building momentum as a team on the rise. From defensive resilience to offensive precision, New England is equipped to take full advantage of the Falcons' inconsistencies, positioning themselves for a performance that could leave a lasting impression both on the scoreboard and on the league's perception of their strength. Continuing from the first part, Patriots fans, the story doesn't end with just identifying Atlanta's weaknesses. The real intrigue comes in how New England can exploit them, and it starts with the offensive scheme and quarterback play. The Patriots have shown this season an impressive ability to adjust mid-game, reading defenses and shifting strategies based on what the opponent gives them. This adaptability is a hallmark of a team that is not only well-coached, but also disciplined in execution. The Falcons may appear solid on paper, but they struggle to maintain consistency across quarters, which means a team like the Patriots can take advantage if they start fast and sustain pressure throughout the game. Time of possession, controlling the clock, and keeping the Falcons' offense off the field will be critical. When the Patriots can dictate the pace, it limits Atlanta's opportunities to capitalize on explosive plays, especially considering their streaky nature this season. Another factor is the Patriots' ability to mix up their offensive looks. Play action, quick passes, and misdirection runs have all been effective, and with the Falcons' secondary already showing cracks, these strategies are likely to produce results. Receivers have been finding ways to create separation, and the quarterback's ability to identify mismatches before the snap gives New England an additional edge. Even small adjustments, like motioning receivers to identify coverage schemes or running back routes designed to draw defenders out of position, can have a cumulative effect that wears down the Falcons' defensive structure over time. New England's offensive line is sturdy enough to give their quarterback time to execute these plays, and the running game adds another layer of unpredictability that the Falcons will struggle to defend consistently. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriot Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the NFL, the New England Patriots are reportedly closing in on a deal to acquire quarterback Jordan Love. Sources close to the team suggest that discussions have been heated but promising, pointing toward a signing that could reshape the Patriots' offense for the coming season. The possibility of Love, a young quarterback with a strong arm and considerable upside, joining Bill Belichick's squad has ignited a frenzy among fans and analysts alike, with speculation running wild about the team's long-term strategy. While the Patriots have long been associated with careful roster management and a conservative approach to quarterback acquisitions, this potential deal signals a bold pivot. Love, who spent his early career developing behind one of the league's established stars, is seen as a high-risk, high-reward option, exactly the kind of gamble that Belichick has occasionally embraced with uncanny success. Insiders hint that the team sees Love not only as a future starter, but as a quarterback who can bring a new dynamic to an offense that has struggled with consistency in recent years. Social media has been ablaze with reactions. Patriots fans are divided between excitement and skepticism, debating whether Love can fill the shoes of the team's legendary pass signal callers. Pundits point out that this move could be part of a broader strategy to rebuild the team around youth and mobility, potentially giving New England a fresh offensive identity. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly taking notice, reassessing their own quarterback situations and scouting reports in response to the Patriots' rumored maneuver. Though nothing has been officially confirmed, the rumor itself has created a whirlwind in the league, with analysts speculating about trade packages, contract terms, and the potential impact on the Patriots' playoff hopes. If finalized, this acquisition would mark one of the most unexpected moves of the offseason, a gamble that could either pay huge dividends or leave the Patriots questioning their boldest decision yet. The coming weeks promise to be filled with intense scrutiny, as every pass, every comment, and every hint from team insiders will be dissected by fans desperate for clues. As the NFL world holds its breath, one thing is certain. The Patriots have managed to dominate the headlines once again, proving that even in an era of calculated strategies, a single rumor can ignite speculation, debate, and excitement across the entire league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.